Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Fox News host Jesse Watters just went off. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe, absolutely free. It really helps us out. Fox News host Jesse Watters was talking about the Elon Musk email, the infamous Elon Musk email that was sent out asking people to, tell him what they did in the past week. Now, if you work at a private job, if you work in the private sector, these kind of emails are common. Okay, your boss wants to know what you did. What do you do here? If you ever saw the movie Office Space, remember they have the consultant in and he's like, what would you say you do here? Because so many of these jobs are redundant, so many of these jobs are unnecessary. In the private sector, they trim the fat all the time. But government employees don't get the same treatment. And then you had a woman yesterday said 48 hours is not enough time to answer this. But she had time to go on CNN and give an interview, but not answer the email. If you need more than 48 hours to come up with 5 things you did at work, you ain't working very hard. I can come up with 5 things like that. So there's a problem, and as Jesse Watters says, the problem is you. I want you to listen to what Jesse had to say here. Watch this video, and let me know what you think in the comments.
A little update on what you did last week.
I updated everybody on what I did last week.
Oh, okay.
Here's are my 5 bullet points. I had a pretty good week.
Yeah.
I worked on a federal holiday when everybody else stayed home.
Wow.
When
That counts as 2 then.
I made a brilliant and persuasive argument for Doge dividend checks.
Not persuaded.
Cha-ching! I annihilated Jessica. Audience loved it. Ratings soared. I hawked Fox merch.
You did.
Yeah.
Shamelessly but effectively.
That'll buy you a year.
And it increased revenues here, $150,000. I also hiked home on Friday to save the company money on car services. I actually didn't do that. But this is what he's doing is no different than what generals do, CEOs. Ben Franklin, what did he say? What have you done to make yourself better today? What did you do to make your organization better today? So when I see a request like this, I'm inspired. Other people felt like it was demeaning. And if you think an email like this is demeaning, you're part of the problem. Because if you don't think you have to justify your job and you think you're entitled to your job, then that's why we need an attitude adjustment. This is what this was. This is an attitude adjustment. People need to be reminded that they're public servants. They serve the public. They're not there to serve themselves from the public piggy bank. Now, the fact that they're circling the wagons around these bureaucrats, it's infantilizing them. Like, you can't fire them. You can't email them. You can't make them come to work. This is like when Uncle Tony gives his dumb cousin a job at the dock that he doesn't have to show up for. He gets 6 figures, no paid job, but you can't talk to Tony. You can't email Tony. You can't answer. No one can say anything to Tony. He's privileged. And now bureaucrats have more special protections than the trans community did at its heyday.
What do you think about that Tony analogy, Jessica?